I see pear, I see pear, I see pear.
Hi.
You're cooking pears as well. What are you cooking today?
I'm making a honey trifle, and there's going to be a creme anglaise, honeycomb, roasted pistachios, and poached pears.
Now, at the beginning of this cook, you put your hand up and you said, I'm not a huge fan of honey.
Nah.
So, for someone who doesn't love honey a lot, how are you going to make this dish balanced and most importantly, your dish?
I don't like honey. I think it's too sweet, and I would never use it as the hero in a dish.
Well, you have a fantastic palate. You've already proven that. So let's see what you can do today.
Thank you.
You right, Georgia?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But I really want that immunity. It would help me so much. Oh, gosh. So I'd have to make this dish work. To do this, I'm going to make a honey sponge, and I'm going to make sure I have a lot of honey in it. Well, this is going to take a long time, but I also want to bring some crunch to my dish. So I've got my honeycomb. Usual honeycomb would be made with golden syrup, but I'm going to try and impress the judges by making a honeycomb made with actual honey. There's just honey and sugar into a pot. Now it's time to add my bicarb. When it's bubbling, I add the bicarb soda. So it's quite a light honeycomb because I don't want it to overpower the other flavours. It's really important that I impress the judges because I need to show that I can work with honey. I just want to be up in that gantry, safe from elimination.
Next up, we've got another one from the pear bench. Georgia, let's go.
I'm very scared about taking my honey trifle up to the judges. I don't like honey, and I've never made this dish before.
What have you made for us?
Today I've made a honey trifle with honey sponge, creme anglaise, pomegranate poached pears, a honeycomb which I made with actual honey, a honey cream, and pistachios and pomegranate.
Man, that was a lot of things.
Can't believe you got it all done in 75 minutes, Georgia.
I felt very rushed, especially at the end.
Well, I cannot stand to look at this any longer.
It looks
I
so
need to
amazing.
eat it.
Oh, serve it up.
Wow. Honeycomb made with actual honey.
Yeah.
Georgia, I loved it. I thought it was absolutely delicious. The creme pâtissier, silky, smooth, full of flavour, well-balanced, not too sweet. Pears, flavour of your pears, like Ruby, really, really good. And then on to the master stroke, which was your use of honey, particularly in the cake. With the honey sort of absorbed into it, gave a texture that was so much better than the trifle I remember growing up. That's where the honey just sung on my palate.
The honey is really pronounced. I can taste the honey, but it's not just the star of the show. It's really beautifully balanced with the tartness from the pomegranate, crunch of the pistachio and the honeycomb.
Thank you.
It was a great use of restraint, and that's not easy to do at any stage of anyone's career. 2 thumbs up. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Georgia.
Very clever cooking.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So, for your first mystery box, we threw a little spanner in the works and put a beekeeping suit under the lid. From there, you had to harvest your own honey and use it in a delicious dish, sweet or savoury. And the good news today is that there are 2 spots in the gantry up for grabs. That's safety from the first elimination of Junior MasterChef 2020.
So, the first person to be immune from tomorrow's elimination is... Georgia. Georgia, that trifle was light and it was bright. But more than that, it was a riot of colour and a celebration of honey. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, Georgia.
Pan-fried snapper fillet with vegetable scales, a fishbone broth with a cauliflower puree.
I think it looks beautiful, and the way that you scaled your fish with those beautiful beetroot scales was just really gorgeous.